So feel most welcome to today's video episode. We are looking at a number of things. First, the UK plans to ban overseas recruitment of care workers. UK Home Secretary Fete Copper revealed this. This will cut the number of raw skilled workers by approximately 50,000 this year alone. Care England, her charity, which represents independent care services, described the comments as, quote, crushing blow to an already fragile sector, close quote. Edinburgh, Scotland. Woman bullied out of school became millionaire by age 18. Liv Conron, 26, dropped out of school and launched the property stagers. It stages furniture in homes that are for sale to make them look appealing. She made over $1 million from that by the age of 18. At 13, she was importing goods from China and selling them online. She made $6,600. When she talked about her dreams of being a successful businesswoman to her classmates, they were not amused at all. Even teachers thought she was crazy. Her mother, Ali, 58, was struggling to sell her home that she had bought at an auction. It was hard to sell. Liv suggested staging, styling and furnishing a property for sale to enhance its attractiveness to potential buyers. Once Liv decorated it, the property sold in 3 days. That is how the business idea was born. The business made her $40,000 in the first year and $1.3 million in the second year. So far, she has won 13 awards. Liv was the UK Young Entrepreneur of the Year at age 19. Liv owns a mansion in Spain and Glasgow. Donald Trump complains that Air Force One, that's another news. Donald Trump complains that Air Force One is much smaller and less impressive than Middle East planes. He gave reason why he would accept luxury jet from Qatar. He said, I quote, "The plane that you are on right now is almost 40 years old." End of quote. That is Donald Trump telling Sean Hannity aboard Air Force One during an interview. The 747-8 offered by the Qataris is more fuel efficient and quiet. The current Air Force One is Boeing 747 airplane. If I quote Donald Trump again, some people say you shouldn't accept gifts. My attitude is, why couldn't I accept a gift? We are giving to everybody else. Why couldn't I accept a gift? Elsewhere, 1 in 4 women aged over 50 has no interest in sex. That is according to a research paper. 81% of those who were interviewed said their libido has declined since going through the menopause. Elsewhere, UK Secretary of State David Lammy refused to pay £590 British fare to taxi driver who drove them from Italy to French ski resort, some 579 kilometers. The taxi driver collected Rami, 52, and his artist wife, 53, on April 10 at Foley Town near Bologna, after they had accompanied King Charles and Queen Camilla on a 3-day state visit to Italy. Taxi driver drove 6 hours into the night to reach Frayne, a ski village in French Alps. When they refused to pay, the taxi driver drove to the local police station to report. The police officers discovered 2 diplomatic passports, 2 license plates, and a coded briefcase in the boot of the taxi, which helped them identify Rami. David Rami is a British politician and a member of Labour Party. He has been a member of Parliament for Tottenham since 2000. Previously, David Lammy worked as a shadow foreign secretary. Rami is known for advocacy on social justice, education, and human rights. Elsewhere, Tom Cruise, 62-year-old, is famous for doing his own fairly adventurous stunts. He is risking it all for Mission Impossible Final Reckoning. So there is a new movie which is coming, known as Final Reckoning. The most widespread global restaurant chain is no longer McDonald's or Starbucks or Subway. It is China's Mixu ice cream and tea with over 46,000 outlets. Elsewhere, Noah's Ark has been discovered in Turkey. It is 13 feet wide, and the scientists used ground-penetrating radars. Independent researcher Andrew Jones led the research. This Noah's Ark, which was discussed in the Bible, is 538 feet long, and the boat-shaped mold was found 29 kilometers south of Mount Ararat in Turkey. President Donald Trump has met Syria's interim president Ahmad al-Sharaa, the leader of HTS, a former terrorist who turned president. The meeting was held in Riyadh. Trump is the first US president to meet a Syrian leader in 25 years. Ahmad al-Sharaa was linked to Al-Qaeda. Finally, $400 million Boeing 747 jumbo jet, which was donated by Qatar to Donald Trump. After Donald Trump's term, it will be transferred to Trump's Presidential Library Foundation. In Mexico, an influencer has been shot dead on social media. A Mexican social media influencer was shot while live streaming on TikTok. Elsewhere, Cassie or Cassandra Ventura has accused Diddy Combs of raping her and threatening to release sex videos. She said Combs coerced her into participating in hundreds of sexual encounters with male sex workers. Now you are up to date. Thank you very much for tuning in to Karosi TV. If you are new here, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you like, comment, and share. See you in the next episode.